Transformers of Eternia.
You're watching Transformers of Eternia. Now today I want to talk about the Masters of the Universe Origins cartoon collection reveals that we're going to be getting a Filmation accurate Stratos and Merman. So that's going to be coming out. And I'll also get into some other thoughts on what's coming down the line for this cartoon collection that I think might be a thing that they might put out. But before I get to the images, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And thank you for checking out my channel. Now back to the show. Okay, so recently they revealed on the back of some of these cartoon collection boxes that there's going to be 2 more figures for this line, and it's we kind of figured that was going to happen. I figured they're just going to start redoing all the origins and just kind of do them in a Filmation style. So that wasn't really a surprise to me. But anyway, recently they revealed the back, or somebody revealed this. I don't know. I guess somebody got these things in the mail and they finally turned it over and looked at the back and got to see these things. So we get a Stratos and a Merman that's Filmation accurate. And I hope they get the color on Merman properly, because he wasn't exactly green in the cartoon. The Filmation cartoon did a lot of things really different and changed the toys to make things look a lot different. But, so yeah, here we got Stratos and Merman, and they had the made-for-TV Super 7 ones. We've already gone through this before, so history is kind of repeating itself here. But yeah, they kind of looked pretty much exactly like they did. And for the most part, I don't really care, but I do in a way. It's really strange for me. I like the Merman, the cartoon accurate Merman's head. I just want to have like an alternate version of him, even though I have the Lords of Power version and the regular version. But the Stratos, I like the armor and the wings and all that stuff. I would like to have that for my regular one. But the Stratos does look good. I've always liked the Stratos in the cartoon more than the actual toy that came out in the 80s. So both of these I like, actually. I don't mind. I'm not a big fan of Merman's mouth being open. I don't know why they keep doing this with the mouth being open. But anyway, getting back to Stratos, this is Stratos from the cartoon, and then there's the Super 7 one, and then now there's the one from Origins. And the Origins one, clearly, the colors are all weird or whatever, with the wings, the armor is red instead of blue, and all that stuff. And obviously they changed some stuff up for the Filmation cartoon. But I do like the staff. I wanted that staff for a long time for Stratos, because I don't even think he came with a weapon. But anyway, that's just beside the point. But yeah, I really like the way Stratos looks in the cartoon. And I just kind of wish that Origins would have done this without going to the cartoon universe or whatever. But I guess they went to the cartoon universe now, so they'll probably be stuck on that for like a couple years. And then we'll probably have to kill ourselves to get the regular Origins figures on Mattel Creations, like, you know, like in the past we've had. But I kind of got to this before Mattel did, because I was tired of waiting. So I bought a Mysterio, I think that's that guy's name. Anyway, the wrestling Master of the Universe stuff. Anyway, I bought him on eBay. I paid a little too much money for him because he was not in stores anymore. But anyway, I bought him so I could do the custom to make Stratos look like Stratos from the cartoon for the most part. So this is my thing that I did or whatever. So I put these things together, and obviously it equals a Stratos that looks similar but not perfect to the cartoon. And I just think he looks better, and especially with the wings being super long and the wings being longer. I think those wings are actually from the classics version of Stratos. Maybe the armor is too, I don't know. But anyway, so I did a lot of work. I even painted the boots so the question mark is not on the bottom of the boots. But yeah, this is from my Instagram post that I posted a long time ago when I was actually doing this. I post a lot of artwork on Instagram, So if you want to follow Transformers of Eternity on there, it's probably a good spot to check out a lot of pictures of stuff that I'm doing, customs, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, this is what I was when I was working on it on my scratched up little table for crafting. But yeah, this is how it all kind of came together and when I was making this thing. And yeah, obviously making the classic Filmation Stratos. I don't think it's very classic. It's not exactly the Stratos from the cartoon, but it's close enough for me. Because I always thought Stratos would look better if he just stayed looking like... It's kind of weird. I don't like a lot of the Filmation stuff a lot of the times. And I think their characters that they make in that show, they make them look kind of stupid and goofy. But when it came to Stratos, I actually liked how they redesigned him to be more cool looking to me. So anyway, this is the evolution, I guess, of Stratos. This is my Stratos on the far right there. And then obviously the Super 7 Stratos. And then there's the cartoon Stratos. And you can see that the cartoon Stratos and my Stratos are pretty close, but the armor on the chest or whatever is obviously a little different. But I don't know. I think the armor on the chest looks good. But now I'm going to get the actual chance to get the real Stratos from the cartoon. And I don't think his wings are long enough. But also on the cartoon version, his wings are not very long either. They're just kind of like tied onto his arm. So that's kind of weird. But I like my version of Stratos with the longer wings, because if he's going to fly, you might want to have longer wings to fly. At least in the 2000X series, his wings were like he had a jetpack and he had the wings to kind of glide him. So that's kind of what my mindset is behind those longer wings. But anyway, moving on. So now we get Merman, and he looks like the cartoon. I'll give him that. I just, like I said, the mouth being open, I'm not a big fan of that. But you could see on the classic, the other one that they did a few years back, that one also has the mouth open. So I guess that's kind of a thing that they've been doing with this figure. In fact, those heads almost look exactly the same, like they just took it off the classics, whatever, Merman, and just put it on the new Filmation cartoon collection version. But yeah, so that Super 7 one, though, the one made for TV, whatever, Super 7 one, that one is basically what we're going to get here, obviously, looking at the picture of the one that's coming out. So it's kind of interesting. And then they gave him that 3-prong, whatever that is. I don't know what those are called. Anyway, the fork thing that, I mean, that's kind of cool. And I imagine he comes with his sword, because there's no way you're not going to give him that corncob sword that he gets with every single incarnation. Yeah, the Super 7 one had all these different things. He had the spear, and then he also had the sword. But you could see here the actual Origins version, which is the actual original 80s style, like the first version that came out of Merman before the Filmation cartoon decided to change him. But I think Filmation did change him for the better. I kind of like the green skin on him more than the blue, but the Filmation made him kind of bluish. I think that's kind of a greenish bluish. It's kind of a color that the toys never seem to get right when they try to make the Filmation version. It seems like the color is a little off or a little bit different. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I've always liked Merman. I just think that the Merman head on the cartoon version is cooler. It just looks more merman, like he's underwater. He's got like fins. But yeah, I just think that Merman's cool, and I'm glad that they're doing this. And I'm sure that they're going to go through and do all the main cast again, and they're going to do it in Filmation style, cartoon accurate, look. So we already know they're going to do the main cast. But what side characters are they going to do that we didn't get in the Origins or whatever, that are Filmation or 2000X even maybe, cartoon characters that I think that they might get to. So I'm just going to give my thoughts on what I would like to see them do, and also what they probably will do. Okay, so I put together these images. Obviously, they're from the Classics line because I think the Classics line did the most honor and accurate to the characters. They did a great job. So I just kind of put this together because I think that these characters, a couple of them I'd really like to see, but I think most of them I think they'll actually will do in the cartoon collection. Just because in the past they've kind of gotten around to some of these things, and these are cartoon characters from the Filmation show that showed up, and it seems like if they're going to do Filmation, then they're probably going to do these side characters. So anyway, the first one I put on here is Fang Man, and the next one is Lizard Man, and the next one is Strong Ore, or whatever. Anyway, and then Shikoti and Shadow Beasts, because I want Shadow Beasts. I want them to be bigger, and I want them to stand bigger than Beastman, and I want them to have like Beastman to have like 3 of these things like right behind him when he walks up to somebody. I just think that would be so cool. But anyway, getting back to the list here, but Fang Man is a character that was just kind of in there for a little bit, and he just kind of disappears in the cartoon. It seems like you never really see him too often. So it's kind of nice to be able to have him. He's not super popular character or anything, but he's kind of cool. And then also Lizard Man. I think Lizard Man's cool. I think he's a good guy. I don't know why he never became a toy. He was in the Filmation cartoon and he just kind of disappeared as well. So I think he's kind of interesting that they would do him. And in the past, they have done, obviously, the Strong Ore guy or whatever with the arm that kind of extends. And I could definitely see them doing him because his arm extends, so they just give you 2 different arms. One's longer than the other. So I could see them doing him. And then, Shikoti, I'm pretty sure that they will do her. And I don't know if she's going to come with her little octopus Cthulhu floating thing, but I imagine they will do her for sure. So anyway, that's just kind of what I was thinking. Now here's some speculation, just random stuff that I came up with, and some of it makes perfect sense. But Delra and Batros and hover robots for Skeletor, those are definitely things that I have a feeling that they might do as well. The Delra, I think that's how you say her name, basically the female Stratos, I really would like to have her. That's a character I've always thought that they should have made a long time ago. I mean, just to add to more of the females in the group. And I mean, the Princess of Power stuff, there is a whole bunch of them that haven't been done yet. So we could definitely use them. And I'm sure that they want to do like the blue-skinned Hordak. So I'm pretty sure that's coming. And maybe they'll actually do the cartoon accurate She-Ra that actually looks a lot more like She-Ra, and maybe they'll do a Dora, and maybe they'll do a 2-pack of them. I don't know. But that would be kind of cool. That would actually make me want to get some of these. But obviously the hover robots for Skeletor, I would love to get like 3 of those in a pack together at a time. Like maybe have them sell them in 3-packs like they did with I think the Classics did that. And that would be awesome if they could do that. But yeah, I'm sure that there's a bunch of them that I'm not even talking about because I'm not going to come up with every single thing that everybody who watches this is going to come up with. So I'm sure everybody's got a different point of view as to what characters should be done, or maybe they don't want this line at all, which I can definitely understand that because I want to finish the regular Origins at some point, and maybe then we can move on to this. But they're still kind of dragging their feet on that. I'm still looking for a Too Bad. I'm still looking for a bunch of characters. But yeah, I'm not going to talk forever on this stuff because I'm sure everybody's screaming at the screen saying, hey, what about this character? What about this character? Why didn't you mention this one? I can't mention every single one that everybody's thinking. So that's a good point where you can leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.